Hello, everyone. We will start the session in another 2 to 3 minutes. Till then, we will wait for the other participants to join us. Hello, everyone. My name is Rugo, and I will be the host for tonight. We are live on LinkedIn and other social media platform as well. The link is shared on the chat box. You can share it with your friends and colleagues in case they might want to join us. All right, and I thank each and every one of you for joining our Prompt Engineering Bootcamp series 2024. To start with, let me just share my screen here. Okay, to start with, let me give you a brief introduction to GSDC. GSDC, we are also known as Global Skill Development Council, and we are a vendor agnostic credentialing organization. And we are proud to say that our certificates are globally recognized, and we are accredited by ANSI and ABICB. We like to validate the skills of our participants, and that is how we have certified more than 1 lakh professionals till now, and with 100 certification portfolios. We also tie up with multinational companies and universities as well. These are some of the names that I have with me here. As an organization, we also partner with other training organizations as well, and we call them as our GSDC authorized training partners. And we have more than 500 advisory board members and SMEs, and they are affiliates from prestigious universities such as Yale, MIT, Stanford, Wharton, and Harvard. And coming to the roadmap of GSDC prompt engineering, we do provide certain benefits to our participants. So in case anybody wants to know about our prompt engineering certificate, you can get in touch with any one of us from the council. And we also have a series of generative AI programs. So we have around 15 programs. To know more, I would request every one of you to explore our website. A big thank you to our proud patrons and GSDC authorized training partners. And not forgetting our social media partner, WordPress Hub, for supporting us in all our bootcamps, webinars, and seminars, and making it a success. Coming to the keynote speaker for tonight, we have Hitesh Motwani. Hitesh is a well-known proven generative AI and machine learning expert, and he will be talking about mastering prompt engineering for marketing. With that, we will have a small Q&A round. And yes, I would also request every one of you to follow us on LinkedIn and the other social media platforms that we have. And Hitesh, you can take over the screen now. I am stopping my screen share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. And if you guys can hear me loud and clear, give me a quick yes on chat box. And thank you so much for having me over here, Sritolu and everybody else. It's really a pleasure to be on, come here on behalf of GSDC. And today my topic is going to be how can you use generative AI in marketing, and majorly how do you do prompt engineering? Okay. So let's basically deep dive into this next 1 hour and let's see how do we really work and what we actually do. So just to give you a little introduction about me, I'm Hitesh Motwani. I've been in the AI space for almost 17 years now. I've been helping many companies, corporates, brand upskill in this area. And most importantly, I've trained close to 2 lakh plus people and, around 400 plus corporates so far. In the last couple of years, I've been also associated with many education institutions, edtech companies, helping them build their strategy and content around generative AI. And professionally, I've been handling brands like Twitter, Kotak, Bandhan, Exim, and many, many more. I've been launching them in the part of South Asia and Pacific region and helping many brands across the world understand this particular space. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's see how does it really work. All right. So we're going to see that how can you increase the productivity through marketing, and most importantly, how do you do prompt engineering, in this particular space. So I'll skip my intro. You already know about me. Okay, so some ground rules, guys. It's going to be a completely hands-on session. It's going to be live. So please, please, please do it with me. Number two, take notes. Wherever possible, take a lot of notes. And number three, ask me questions. Because the more questions you ask me, the better it will be for you. And you'll probably take more key takeaways from here. So first of all, thank you so much for having me over here. And thank you so much for joining and spending out this time in the evening with me or morning with me, no matter which time zone you are in. But I really appreciate that you're spending next 1 hour with me in this particular space and actually upskilling yourself in prompt engineering. So I really appreciate that. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. So imagine a world where teams today are spending 80% of the time on taking strategic decisions instead of mundane tasks. This statement would have been a hyperbole approximately a year and a half back. But today, this has become a reality, guys. Today, if somebody can actually use AI, they can really automate their work to a large extent. And thanks to technology like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, things are really, really heating up in the AI space right now. And the kind of applications, the kind of use cases that are growing at day by day basis, it's crazy. I can't even tell you how fast that we're growing right now in this particular space. And if you notice, everything around us is changing. Earlier there was manufacturing companies. They used to have manual laborers and manual people. Even they changed to robotics and IoT. You look at shopping. People shopping behavior is changing today, right? You look at your health records. Even they are being digitized today. In fact, your cars are driven by AI. Your movie recommendations are given by AI. Even your investment decisions are made by AI. So the question is, why not our work? Why not what we do in marketing should also change? And that is what I'm going to show you today. The question is that what is possible with AI? And what are the things that AI can actually do? So number one, AI can actually help you to do a lot of research. In case you're looking to, do some competitive analysis. But guess what? AI can do that for you. Number two, it will actually help you to build marketing materials, right? You can build any materials through prompt engineering at a very, very fast pace. Number three, not only you can build content, you can also automate your videos and presentations as well. And number four, you can also drive your business goals. So enough talking. Let me just quickly go to some live use cases right now. And let me just take one of the first use cases. So imagine how many guys over here, by the way, you spend a lot of your time on documentation and you actually, on a daily basis, have to send out of notes, proposals, and hundreds of things to other people. Give me a quick me on chat box in case you're one of them that who has to actually send a lot of written content to people, right? And I'm not going to cover here the basics of ChatGPT, and I believe that you're matured enough that you guys are using AI and ChatGPT a lot, right? Currently, or you're at least using it on daily basis. Today, what I'm going to cover is something very different, something which has not been covered in the past, and something which will actually probably blow your mind away. So let's see, how do we do some very interesting stuff using AI? So what I'm doing over here is I've got something called as um, a document with me, and the document is an RFP. It's a request for proposal for a training, okay? Because I'm a trainer. Now, imagine that I had to fill this proposal, okay? And I'm pressed on time. I don't have time to fill the proposal right now. Well, guess what today? Today, AI can do that for you. How many guys over here would want to see in front of you right now AI building an entire proposal document for you, right from fetching your profile, to your company profile, to your bank details, to your government taxation details, everything is what AI can do for you. How many guys over here want to witness that? Give me a quick I do on the chat box. And I would want you to be extremely, extremely participative, guys, because the more participative you are, the more interesting this is for you. So please, be extremely participative and also be extremely active because that's how we'll have a lot of energy in the workshop and we want a lot of energy over here, right? Okay, amazing. I can see people responding already. Okay, let me just show you something very interesting. So what I'm going to do right now is I just pause my screen because I want to upload some documents and I want to just show you power of AI so that you really understand this pretty well. And this is something that you won't find on the internet. You won't find on the YouTube videos because nobody's covering this kind of stuff right now. Okay. So what I'm doing right now basically is I simply put on my RFP and I also put my proposal, I also put my profile. I put my company's details of my as a government taxation numbers, which I have to put in the proposal right now. And I'm also currently trying to, get my other documentations, which I would need typically, to fill this proposal up. And let me also just check, get my bank details as well. Let me also just take my checkbook. Let me also put that over here. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me just probably take one of my invoices. This will have the details. All right. So what I've done is I simply taken up a couple of things. I've taken up my RFP, my profile, okay, my PAN card, my GST number, and basically my company invoice. And suppose this is the stuff we can do in a ChatGPT 4.0. And I'm going to come to ChatGPT and say that can you read the RFP and tell me what is written in it. Also, what I need to do to submit my proposal. Okay. So what will AI do right now? AI will quickly go through document. It'll read the entire document currently. And it'll tell me, okay, you know what? They've given a format to this company has asked for two things. They have asked for technical proposal, they've asked for financial proposal. Okay, that's what this. So it simply went out there, read like a 12-page document, and give me what I need for it. Okay. So when that happens, let's take now when it did this for me. Okay. It's pretty cool actually. Now I want to simply say that can you read my other documents, and actually build me and look at the magic, guys. Look at the magic unfolding in front of you. Now it will go and read my profile automatically, and then it'll actually go out there, look at the RFP, and it'll actually fill the entire RFP for me. So they've asked me to put across what we call is description of the company, my experience, qualification, sample of other organizations, CVs, 3 examples of previous design engagement, testimonials, outline, and technical proposal. And look at the magic, guys. My company details. Skillopedia is renowned training company, blah, 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 blah. My firm details, my name, my registration number, my date of incorporation, and my address. My experience, my profile, my training modules, what's proposing, methodology for the training, examples from previous training, references, resumes, conclusion. How many guys over here are mind blown with this right now? Give me a MB on chat box, right? MB on chat box, mind blown with this. So I think it's a privacy. Yeah, that's correct. There's privacy issues currently, right? But then it depends what you do. So I'm very okay sharing my data with it. To be very honest, and also it's a public document any which ways. But then if you are really interested in privacy, then you can also do one thing. You can also make your own chat GPT. What you can do is you can go to Azure OpenAI, which is a service, right? And you can actually use that service. And in that case, your data will remain within you. And if you want, let's say, for example, that if you wish, you can also call something called as an API, and you can start building your own chat GPT model also along with it. So that's also possible. All right. So there are always what we call as workarounds, right? In case you're concerned with price. But anyway, this cannot be done in the in the free version. You need a paid version for that, typically. Okay. But I'm just showcasing you what are the possibilities that one can do. And then you can figure out whether you want to have a private GPT with your company or whatnot. Right. And yeah, I mean, typically it's it's quite possible. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you guys. Okay. So now look at your work. So just in case, suppose earlier, I was spending um maybe say for example the entire day. Okay. Today, I can do my job in close to what? 5 minutes maybe. And I'm not saying it's perfect, but then at least 80 to 90% of my job is done. Now all I need to do is all I need to focus on right now is basically just finding document and shipping it out. And that's one of the biggest use cases of AI. Because today what happens is many people are using AI, but then they're using AI very, very loosely. They are unable to technically use it the way it can change their work. Okay. This is the first thing. Now, technically, this is not the only thing what the AI can do, to be very honest. AI can do much, much more things than that. And now AI, in my mind, is just divided into four parts, right? So typically, this is called text to text, where I'm giving text inputs and I'm getting text outputs. Second thing basically is, I can also do what we call as text to video or text to voice. I'm going to show that to you as well sometime from now. Now he's asking me also where is the technical proposal has been pulled. So basically, it's been pulled from my RFP. So if you see what I did, I uploaded RFP, I uploaded my profile, I uploaded my company details, I uploaded my in one of the invoices as well, and I also uploaded one of my PAN card as well. This is what I did right now. Okay. So it took everything from the documents. But then if you notice, I asked it to do sequentially. I never asked the model to actually do things, at one go. Why? Because if you ask the model to do things at one go, the model usually will hallucinate. So just like how people when they start working, if you give too many instructions to anybody, right, they'll get more confused rather than basically being happy about it, right? Treat your large language models the same. So when you do prompting, you have to understand one thing that you cannot give the entire instructions at one go. Because if you start giving all the instructions at one go, the model will not exactly understand, what is to be done. And sometimes it'll start giving you bad responses or hallucinated responses, and which is actually not good for anybody. So that's the idea. That's the idea. The intuition basically behind this is that we need to simply, you know, understand how these models actually work, and then accordingly start learning how can you do prompting, okay, and how can you start, looking at things right now. So let me just probably also show you something very interesting since we are talking about you know privacy right now. So let me just kind of show you something very interesting and which will actually be pretty cool. So maybe my application will not work right now because I haven't connected this to my API yet, but I still want to show you, okay, that today if you want security with your applications, you can even get that as well. And you can basically get that because, you know, one can simply do things privately also. So there is something called as a private GPT that basically comes in. And with private GPTs, I'll be able to build my program. I'll be able to run my program all on my own. And I can start looking at that as well. So just a minute. Okay, so I guess my program is running. Just one guess. Okay. So just in case, if you are keen on using all of these things privately, there is something called as Azure OpenAI. I'll just show that to you. And what Azure guarantee, Azure is a Microsoft product. So what Azure does, Azure basically guarantees you the privacy part which you are looking for. Okay. So there are two, three options that one can simply look at. So this is something that I've built across on my own PC. So you can see over here, this is basically my own application which I built across using Azure. I have to just fit in my API keys right now. And you can actually see this is my own app. So I can put my logo as a ChatGPT clone. I can simply go and chat with it. Right now it will not work because I haven't really put my API keys at the back. But this is a completely private network, which means that I don't even need to go outside. I can simply use chatting capability. I can speak to the bot. I can figure things out all on my own, on my local PC. My data also remains my local PC as well. So just in case, if you're looking for anything private and you don't want to upload the documents on company networks, you can actually use the backend APIs and you can start working around with that as well. And that's actually one of the most fascinating parts about AI today, right? That there are a lot of options which can do that too. Okay. So it is not about the tool, it's about how we use the tool. That's what really matters. Okay. So now let's basically go ahead. Let's look at some other aspects. Okay. So what I spoke about text to text. Let me just speak about text to voice right now. So today we've reached a stage in life where AI can also, build things for us and it can also do things for us from a voice perspective as well. Let's look at something on voice. So I'm going to go to AI. I'm going to simply ask AI right now that, hey, you know what? Can you give me something in the lines of, you know, of how AI can be used in marketing. And now, what's going to write me an article right now? I'm going to take this article from here. Let's take a couple of points from here actually. And I'm going to now use AI to speak to me in different languages. So by the way, just for my understanding, how many people over here are from, can you just type the city names over here? Okay. Can you just type the city names? Which city are you from? Which part of country are you from? Okay. So basically,
So
because I work on
Hitesh,
PC, right?
Hi-
Nandifar. So
Hi-
basically, it's called ChatGPT clone because I built it locally in my system. This is basically working on my local system right now. That's what's called ChatGPT clone because I was just trying to demonstrate a company that we can actually build a ChatGPT clone for them right now, and we can start doing that for them. Yes, somebody was saying something. Yeah,
yeah, Hitesh, Vinod here. Can I ask a question?
please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, I missed that part. How that locally you made that chat GPT?
So what I did basically is so I have I'm using something called as Azure OpenAI. Azure basically the service it's a service by Microsoft, and they tied up with your AI, okay, with your ChatGPT of the world. So what I can basically do is I'll just show you. So I simply come to Azure. This is a portal called portal.azure.com. It's a this is a paid service. It's not a free service. It's a paid service. You have to pay for it. Okay, it's not free of cost. Once you come over here, you have to basically pay money as per tokens that you consume. Tokens means how many words we actually generate. So let's take this is basically one of my portals right now, and you can see we got Azure OpenAI over here. So when you use Azure OpenAI, you can actually start building your own chat GPTs also. You can start building your own clone of chat GPT as well. And the good thing is that in Azure, your data remains safe. They don't need to take your data away. So I can simply come over here and I can actually make my own account over here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just coming and I'm just building my own, own account. So I can basically make my own endpoint. I can make my own, own services, etc., etc., etc. So I just simply say something like Utesh bot, and I give some random number ahead of it, right? I have to give some pricing, and I simply deploy my model over here. So once I deploy my model on Azure, what typically happens is that I get a private GPT API keys. So these API keys help me to take ChatGPT from here and put it anywhere that I want. I can put it on my phones, I can put it on my system, I can put it on my local system as well. So whenever you're using a ChatGPT free version, your data can be shared with ChatGPT and they can review your data. So there's no data privacy over there. But whenever I'm using a service like Azure OpenAI, or I'm basically using a private API at the back end, which is basically a gateway for me to speak to a ChatGPT through any third-party app, or even build my own application around it, right? Then I can be assured about security aspect. So my data is not shared with anybody. My data remains within my local systems right now, and most importantly, I don't have to worry about sensitive data. So technically, I can make ChatGPT, which will work on my local PC by calling an API at the back end. Got it? So can ChatGPT Enterprise and private GPT are the same? Absolutely correct. So basically, when they talk about ChatGPT Enterprise, Anjali, that's what most people refer to. Enterprise ChatGPT is a private endpoint to your system, and Enterprise GPT only has a GPT-4. They don't give you GPT 3.5 in Enterprise GPT right now, right? So they all do it via Azure. They also have a separate team who works on it, but then Azure is basically, the place to go to. And you're looking at security because Azure guarantees security to you. It's a Microsoft cloud product, right? It's expensive, but if it's security, you have to pay for it. As simple as that. So if you see, once I come to my Azure portal over here, I can go to Chat Playground, and this is my private GPT. This is basically like, this is actually working on the cloud system right now, and this data will not be shared with anybody. Microsoft states that they will not train their models using this data. And then I can choose any model from there, choose GPT-4, GPT 3.5, whatever I want. Then they choose GPT 3.5 over here. Let me name this bot Hitesh bot over here. Okay, let me just take this stuff. So once I basically, use this, once I've used GPT 3.5 over here, now I get my own chat window and I can simply chat with it. Okay, I think it'll take about 5 minutes for it to activate. Something just immediately. Yeah, it takes about 5 minutes to activate right now. In the next 5 minutes, it's activated. And then I can start talking to this chatbot within a Azure system. Data is absolutely safe. And if I wish, they also give me a API key and they also give me an endpoint over here. I can take this endpoint, take this API key, and I can integrate with my app, which I made on my PC right now, right? And then when I take things on my PC, I can also get a local system. So whatever I just showed you right now, from a perspective of uploading documents and getting insights over there, guess what? I can do that entire thing, from the system, from my local PC, right? Because I get a private endpoint, I get a private, API key to work around with it. And that's absolutely safe. So just in case for folks who are looking at security level, come to Azure. And it's not free, you have to pay for it, but it gives you what you wanted, right? So yeah, Nandifa. So if I want, it's my choice. If I want to save my data on cloud, let's save data on cloud. If I don't want it, I can take the API from here and I can save the data on my local system itself, my local server itself. I don't share data with anybody else apart from me. I just use the API endpoints to do stuff for me right now. Got it? Okay. So let's kind of move a little ahead and I'm going to demonstrate sometime. I'm going to demonstrate this sometime from now. I just put my API key. So I'll just show you how does it work in local systems also, just in case you guys are interested about it. Okay. Let me now show you something very easy, something very interesting, that how today AI bots can speak to you, right? And how they can also like talk to you in normal language. So I come to this website called clipchamp.com. Clipchamp is a very cool website. It basically helps you to speak, it's a text-to-speech model. It's powered by Azure again. I simply come over here and I can actually choose my own text. Let me just take a text from here. Okay. And now I'm going to choose a language. So good thing about Azure is that Azure can speak. I'm choosing Clipchamp. It's Microsoft product. It's absolutely free. And it will give you, it basically gives you an option to get speech in any language of your choice. Okay. Then I'm going to show you English. Then I'm going to show you other interesting stuff. Changing the way marketing is done. Marketing is done. Okay. Let us see the first point. So I'm just going to type some text. Let me tell you the first point. Okay, here we go. Let's try to see this. Let me just play it for you.
Generative AI is changing the way marketing is done. Let me tell you the first point. Customer segmentation.
Let me just start from again.
Generative AI is changing the way marketing is done. Let me tell you the first point. Customer segmentation and targeting. Detailed explanation. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns and segment customers based on their behaviors, preferences, and demographics. This allows marketers to create highly targeted campaigns. Steps procedure. Collect customer data from various sources, websites, social media, purchase history. Use AI algorithms to analyze data and identify customer segments. Develop personalized marketing.
Pretty cool. So now AI can speak to you very, very well. Now, this is a good part, no doubt about it. But then today we have reached a stage in life where AI can speak any language of your choice. So why don't you guys give me a language apart from English, and I'm going to make AI speak in that language for you. It can be any language of your choice. You tell me a language, and I'll make AI speak that language for you. Okay. We got Tamil, we got Telugu, we got Wulfuf. Okay, I don't know what the language is. But then, okay, let's try. How many guys over here know Tamil? How many guys over here are Tamil speaking audience? Give me a T on chat box. Okay, this is there. Okay, I want something majority first. Okay, we've got 2 people. Okay, let's do Tamil then. So, by the way, many people do not know this, but actually, AI, so chat GPT can write in any language of your choice, by the way. Okay. Let's say I come back over here. What if I just say that, can you translate this in Tamil? And now, guess what? Chat GPT will write in Tamil for me. So you can write in any language, by the way. You can write in Punjabi, Hindi, Telugu, Korean, whatever you want. Okay. And many people do not know this, but actually it can do that pretty well. Now let me just copy this stuff from here. Okay. Let me come back to my chat GPT. Sorry, my clipchamp.com. Let me put Tamil. And I don't understand Tamil either. But you tell me, guys, is good or bad. Okay. What do you guys really feel?
எழுத்து பெற்ற கையாளும் கையடக்க நுண்ணறிவுகள் சந்தைப்படுத்தலைச் செய்வதற்கான முறையை மாற்றுகிறது. முதல் புள்ளியை உங்களுக்குச் சொல்வேன். வாடிக்கையாளர் பிரிப்பினை மற்றும் இலக்கீக பயனரானது. விரிவான விளக்கம். நுண்ணறிவு AI மாபெரும் தரவுகளை பகுப்பாய்வு செய்து வாடிக்கையாளர்களின் நடத்தை, விருப்பங்கள் மற்றும் மக்கள் பண்புகள் அடிப்படையில் பிழைகள் அடையாளம் காண்பதற்கும் பிரிப்பதற்கும் உதவுகிறது.
How many guys found this to be super duper cool? Give me a cool on chat box. Found this to be super cool, right? So see, today AI can also speak in any language of your choice. Okay. Why don't you guys give me one international language right now? Any international language apart from Indian languages? Anything of your choice. Let's see if you can do that. Okay. Let's do Japanese. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see Japanese. Do they have Japanese over here? Okay, they have Japanese. Let's do Japanese. Okay, cool. So we'll just simply take again, we're going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to ask him that, hey, you know what? Translate in Japanese. And now, guess what? They start writing Japanese for you, right? So it's pretty cool, actually, that ChatGPT can write in any language of your choice. Let me just copy this, come back over here, paste it. Let's see.
生成的 AI はマーケティングの方法を変えています。まず最初のポイントをお伝えします。顧客セグメンテーションとターゲティング。詳細な説明、AI は膨大なデータを分析し、顧客の行動、好み、人口統計に基づいてパターンを特定し、顧客をセグメント化することができます。これにより、マーケティング担当者は非常にターゲットを絞ったキャンペーンを作成することができます。
So Dina asking, what is the difference between Google Translate and this one? Okay, so basically what happens is Google Translate is more robotic in nature. This one is more conversational, that's the idea. And also Google Translate doesn't do a great job in translating stuff, to be very honest. I mean, sometimes their words are broken. ChatGPT has a better context, so it can actually do things very well, Okay, so while AI can now speak, what do you think? Can AI actually make songs? What do you guys think? Is there a stage yet where it can actually make songs for you? What do you guys think? Yes, no, maybe. What's the feeling? Okay, well, actually it can. Okay. So why don't you all, give me a scenario, by the way, any scenario of your choice that you want to build a song on. And guess what? I will try to build a song for you on that scenario. Any scenario, your choice. Pick up anything. Okay. So no, this is absolutely free. Okay. It's absolutely free. So why don't you guys give me a scenario and I'll try to make a song on the scenario for you.
No, Hitesh, the question is the voiceover you just shown, right? So is that a paid one or is that a free version?
Whatever thing is absolutely free. If I paid, I'll just show you it's paid. Okay. So weekend special. All right. Let's try. Let me say, make a hip hop song, make a fun, peppy, upbeat song about weekend partying after a tiring week of working on marketing campaigns. All right, let's see. So this is a tool called suno.com. It's absolutely free again. All right. It can actually build songs for you using AI. Right? And it's pretty cool, actually. So let me show this one to you. And the way it builds stuff sometimes okay. Let's say this time it actually does a good job. Okay, we got some dance, peppy, pop. And here we go.
Campaigns done not free. City lights call me. Gonna hit the town. Feeling so carefree. Weekend thrill, let's go. Party all night long. Music lights the show. Dancing to our song. Toast to all our friends. Living in the now. No more work, no ends. Freedom in the crowd. Laughing, no more stress. Life's a party dress. Proving happiness. Feel the purest bliss. Weekend thrill, let's go. Party all night long. Music lights the show. Dancing to our song. Weekend thrill, let's go. Party all.
How many guys are mind blown with this? Give me an MB on the chat box. Okay, so it's absolutely original from it because I give a scenario, it's custom made. It makes lyrics from ChatGPT. It basically is a song only. So see, it's a machine learning model. It's been trained on lots and lots of songs, right? And the copyright is owned by the tool. You can't own the copyright to the song. In fact, when we make a song, you have to basically give credits to the AI tool itself. Yeah, you can do language also. Okay.
So how about the this one voiceover one? Is that a ChatGPT free version?
No, that's Clipchamp. That's by Microsoft. Again, that's free, but it's a tool where again the copyright is owned by the company only.
Can you come again? So I missed
The
that.
copyright is owned by the company, Microsoft. It's a Microsoft tool. Clipchamp. It's a Microsoft tool. It's free. It's not paid.
What is that?
Okay.
Clipchamp.
Clip, CLIP, clipchamp.com. Clipchamp.com. Yeah. All right. Let me show you the second version. They make two versions for you, by the way. Let me show the second version to you. Yeah. And it's pretty cool, actually, that they give you two options for everything that you do. And then you can pick and choose whatever you want for your choice.
Worked all week so hard, got no time to breathe. Numbers, charts, need to leave my grief. Campaigns are now free, city lights call me. Gonna hit the town, feeling so carefree. Weekend thrill, let's go, party all night long. Music lights the show, dancing to our song. Toast to all our friends, living in the.
Pretty cool, right? I mean, it's not bad, actually. Right? And actually, it's a very good number. You can probably make reels, you can probably make songs, you can probably have some viral hits, God knows, right? And it can also do regional language. So just in case you want to make a song in Hindi, you want to make a song in some other language, you can do that as well pretty easily. It does a very, very good job on that. All right. So I would leave you guys to try it out at your end. So you see, it's all about prompting over here because you need to understand music, you need to understand genre. So you see, the way I prompted, I asked him to give me a fun, peppy, upbeat. If you just ask him to make a song, it'll make a very generic, boring song. So you need to know how to prompt it. Prompting is the new skill, guys. Okay, that's what really it's all about. All right. So that's a text to text. Okay, let's go to the third version right now. So we saw text to text, which is ChatGPT. We saw text to voice, okay, which is basically suno.com and it's clipchamp.com. Okay, Then I'm going to show you a third one, which is called text to image right now, right? So you've seen, when I go to the website, like say for example, I'll just show you what is happening in the image space so far. So let me just take you to Hugging Face. Hugging Face, basically the website, it's like an Amazon of all the AI tools today. So you can go to Hugging Face over here. Once you go to the Hugging Face, I can actually come over here and I can simply give a prompt. And let me show you that how image generation is also transformed in the last couple of years. Suppose if I just type over here, a dog wearing a sunglass, sitting on a beach, having a coffee. Okay. Very, very vivid image. This is how AI used to generate image approximately a year and a half back. Okay, it was very boring, very okay, not that great. You'll see a difference right now. Okay, when the image comes out, you'll see that it's actually pretty okay. Right, it's good image, but then it can be better. Right, there's no coffee over here though, and I'm a little disappointed by it. But this tool got an upgrade, and now you know how you got ChatGPT in the chat space. You got Clipchamp in the image space over here. Okay. And let me just probably put the same prompt over here. Let me just paste it right now and let's see what happens. Okay. And you'll be mind blown when the result comes out. So, Stable Diffusion, a lot of companies that build image generation software, by the way, at the back end, they all use Stable Diffusion only because Stable Diffusion is the tool which actually helps you do the same. And it's because of Stable Diffusion that you can actually now build your own custom image models as well. So let's think about marketing materials, more marketing images. You can do the same thing using this tool as well. Okay. So let me show it to you. Let's just load my screen. Let me refresh this. Okay, let me just see this. Just one second, guys. Okay, let's come on. So you see my prompt. Choose an image type to generate. And just look at the magic unfold. Okay. So this is how the images were before this. And now the images actually become so real that you can't even tell me, you can't even tell a differentiation between a real image and an AI image today. That's how things have become crazy right now. So look at this image, guys. Look at this image, right? It's crazy. Now, though the coffee is in the air, so I can generate the image one more time, and hopefully in the next image, the coffee will be down, right? Sometimes it does, bad job, but actually the image is pretty cool. Image is not that bad. There's coffee's in the air. Let me just try to put coffee down. So next time something happens, you just give one more prompt, and it'll probably make a new image for you. So you can see previously also done this. This is what it is. This time it remove the coffee completely. But the image is super realistic. Can somebody tell that this is an AI image, guys? Can someone even say it's an AI image? Yeah. How many of find this to be super cool? Okay. And best thing, the software is absolutely free. It's not paid, it's absolutely free. You're having coffee on the ground. Okay. Let's just modify the prompt. Let's make it photorealistic. This is the image it made last time for me. You see, it's pretty cool. And every single time this AI is building new images. So by the way, no AI will repeat two images again. And that's one of the drawbacks also, one of the good things also. So that anybody who gives a prompt will always get a unique image. No two people can get the same image, technically. Okay, that's what this tool really was. Now this time it made a perfect image of a dog with a bow, a sunglass, and a coffee, and a sea, and a beach. How cool is that? Give me a quick cool on chat box if you understand this to be super duper cool, guys. So if you want, you guys can try it out. It's called stablediffusionweb.com. It's actually pretty amazing. All right. Now let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. Now, next one is what I have basically is video. Now, in the video space, we've gone very, very far. I'm going to show you something, and then you tell me what you really feel about it. Hi guys. Okay, here we go. There was this video, guys. It might just buffer a little bit here and there, but actually, the version is actually absolutely perfect. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Guys, today I'm going to explain to you about how does AI really work in digital marketing. So as you know, AI has been taking everything by the storm, and digital marketing is not left behind. In fact, digital marketing is one of the first beneficiaries of AI. People are able to automate their content, people are able to automate their, music. They're also basically automating the entire creatives. And most importantly, the dot time is saved, and we are able to churn marketing materials extremely, extremely fast. By the way, this video that you saw right now was actually made with AI. How many guys over here are now totally mind blown with it? That this video that you saw was actually an AI made video. It was not me, it was AI speaking. All right. And only this, let me tell you one more thing. Okay. How many guys over here, by the way, does anybody over here know Arabic over here? Anybody knows Arabic pretty well? Anybody over here speaks Arabic or knows Arabic? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you one more video. And it's me speaking in Arabic. And the good thing is, it's me speaking in my own accent, right? So the accent doesn't change. And I'm just speaking a different language. Let me show this one to you. مرحبا يا شباب، اليوم سأشرح لكم كيف يعمل الذكاء الاصطناعي حقا في التسويق الرقمي. تأثير الذكاء الاصطناعي على التسويق الرقمي واضح، فقد استفاد التسويق الرقمي بشكل كبير من هذه التقنية المبتكرة. يمكن للأشخاص تطبيق الأتمتة على محتواهم، يمكن للأشخاص تطبيق الأتمتة على الموسيقى، يقومون أيضا بتأتيف كل شيء تقريبا تلقائيا، توفير الكثير من الوقت وإنتاج مواد التسويق بسرعة هائلة جدا. هذا الأمر مهم جدا. Pretty cool, right? I mean, how cool is that? That now I don't know Arabic, but I can speak Arabic thanks to AI, right? And that is basically videos for you guys. Okay, so you see, it automatically translated my voice, it translated my accent, it spoke just like me. I mean, what more can you ask from AI? It's a tool called HeyGen. Okay, this is a tool called HeyGen. Everything works within the same tool. You have to make an avatar first. You have to record at least 10 minutes of videos, give it to the tool. The tool learns from your recording, and then once it learns from the recording, it basically will just speak to you. That's it. That's how simple it is.
Hey, this can you just type the tool
Yeah, I'll do that.
names in the chat so that it will be
Yeah, so
helpful.
I'll give everything towards the end. Don't worry. I mean, at the end, I'll probably give all the tools names to you guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, no, this is not deep fake, to be honest, because deep fake, what happens is deep fake happens when you're taking somebody else's, image and somebody else's video, and you're posting your video on top of it, right? In this case, this is very legit because it will not allow you to make a video unless and it doesn't have your authentication. You have to authenticate with your webcam, with your real voiceover and all, right? So that's what it is. Okay. Rajesh is saying, it's difficult to know what's true and what's not true today. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so remember I told you that I can basically build my own chat GPT. So this is a demo for you guys. Okay, since some of you asked for it, this is my own chat GPT version. I'm working on a local system. You are a local system right now. I simply say, okay, tell me about machine learning, and guess what? It starts writing out content for me. Okay, simply say, how can generative AI be used in marketing? And guess what? It'll just simply figure it out to me. So that's how cool it is, guys. It is basically, and plus it saves history over here. And I built this entire tool locally on my own system. And guess what? I built this entire tool using ChatGPT. I'm not a coder, but I kind of use AI to make me an AI tool, and help you with it, right? And that basically is the power that each one of us have today. It's not about AI. A lot of people think, it's about AI. No, it's not about AI. Okay. And you're not competing with an AI tool. Let me also tell you that. We are competing with something called as, people who know AI better than us. Okay. We're not competing with AI because AI is not a competition. AI cannot work without you. Understand that. You have to give the prompts. You have to give the instructions to the tool. That's when they start knowing about you. But it's not about AI. It's about how you use it. That's what makes the entire difference, guys. Yeah. All right. So before I wrap up, I just want to quickly now show you about prompt engineering. Okay. And how does that really work? Just give me a second, guys. Give me a moment. Let me just come back to my chat GPT. And now, so in my mind, there are basically three kinds of prompts that normally we put up. One is what we do is we give very generic prompts. We simply say something like, tell me about how can I build a marketing campaign for a cosmetic company, right? And then guess what? AI will write an article for you, but then it will be very generic in nature. Why will it be generic? Because even a prompt was generic. We never gave any context. We never gave any input. We never gave any. I did not do a great job, unfortunately, because today AI will only work if you're able to give better instructions. Right? So imagine AI to be like a fresher. He's fresh out of college, super smart, knows everything. But guess what, guys? It needs your guidance. Without your guidance, it will not do a great job, unfortunately. Right? But then you have to guide the tool. You have to tell the tool what you want to do with it. Something seems wrong with ChatGPT today. You're going to back up a minute. Yeah. But yeah, so your fear is not with AI. Your fear is with people who know to use AI better than you and ultimately build solutions around it, right? And that's what really it is all about. So I was asking me, how can an AI be used to optimize SEO to improve content visibility for attracting more visitors? Well, see, even to prompt for SEO, you need to know SEO very well. For example, I'm a digital marketer, okay, and I understand the space pretty well. I also know what I want to optimize for. So I traditionally go to the keyword planner, figure out things in the keyword planner itself. And then after I go to the keyword planner, I'm going to, get the keywords. And I want to give a lot of context to the bot. So the more context I give to the bot, the smarter the bot will become. Okay. The entire game today is not about just giving a prompt. It's about giving context. And that is where things are changing drastically. Okay. Let me just see. Okay. So now I've made a marketing campaign for me. To define a goal, understand your audience, blah, 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 blah. It's very generic, very basic. It's what you basically get in a Flipkart textbook. Now, what if I just say something like this? What if I change the prompt right now? Simply say, I want you to think like a professional marketer from Ogilvy. Ogilvy is a big advertising agency. You are always in for making a viral campaign. I want you to give me 3 content scripts which can totally, change the narrative and product in the market. Be as creative as possible and do not give me the regular run of the mill campaigns. And guess what? Now, as we do this, now look at the difference, guys, in the answer. It'll be far better, far efficient, and most importantly, it's actually going to be, super cool. You see, the unfiltered beauty. Create an authentic beauty by showcasing real people with unretouched photos, stories. This campaign emphasizes the idea that true beauty is unfiltered and encourages individuals to embrace their natural selves. Well, mirror movement, opening scene, bows over, blah, 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 blah. Second one, is journey to self-love. Third one is breaking the mold. Campaign number 2, focus on inner qualities and strength that makes people beautiful, transcending physical appearance, highlighting stories of courage and kindness. So what should be the opening scene, second scene, third scene, blah, 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 blah. You see, now I've untapped the potential of the creative side of it. Okay. And you can start doing things over here. So again, if you want a human tone, Pramit, you first give a couple of prompts, maybe, and then what you can do is, suppose you still don't understand that, then you can also give your own writing samples to it. So simply just give your 2, 3 writing samples to it right now, and then you ask the bot to become more little creative, and then start writing for you. So it's all about prompting. You just need to understand. You should think like a human being, and then start like figuring out. So do not just think generically. To think that, okay, what are the inner motivation of people? Why do people look at a particular content in first place? What do they actually do about it, right? And that's what it's all about. So that's basically how prompting really works. So just one thumb rule in prompting I normally follow. So in my mind, prompting goes with 3 things. First thing is knowledge. Whatever you prompt, you need to have knowledge about your topic. Okay, because without knowledge, you'll not be able to get to the story. For example, I am from an advertising background, so I know Ogilvy is a very big advertising company. I know how I want to start to be. So I can also then guide. I want to start to be XYZ. I want my intro to be XYZ. I want my body to be XYZ. You can just give like loose guidelines. Imagine as if you're talking to your intern. And if you give intern a brief. So imagine that GPT is your intern. It works for you 24/7. You just need to give it a brief. That's about it. And it'll do the rest for you. And also, yeah, you have to be more specific of what you want. You can't leave it loose, because if you leave it loose, it doesn't really help you anywhere. Right? All right. So these are the 5 things that basically I had to cover with this video, guys. Okay. Now I'll open for question answers. In case you have any questions, more than happy to help you out. Today we saw text to text, text to voice, text to image, video generation, and little bit prompting. Right. So now I open for question answers. Ask me any questions that you want. More than happy to help you out. Career opportunity. Now see, Pratik, it really depends on which field are you from. So let's take, if you're from a non-tech background, then I would recommend that then AI will help you to do your job better. You can't really make career in AI, because you can only make career in AI when you're a programmer. When you basically learn how to build generative AI apps. The way I build my own clone, I kind of build solutions around it. I've also built an engine around it, right? And I also know I don't come from technical background, but my logic is very clear. I know what I want to do. So if you really want to grow in the AI space right now, then you have to keep in mind that you have to basically become a machine learning expert first, then a deep learning expert, then an AI engineer. If you're from a non-AI background, then you want to maybe give service to AI to people. So maybe start a small consulting firm, talk to people, give them advice, and probably help them build marketing materials or something using AI. That's what it is. Okay. What are the best practices for getting crafting prompts to target audience segments? So as I told you, Rajneesh, it's about knowledge, right? See, nothing can beat your intrinsic knowledge. So while there are frameworks for prompting, like you can do act test prompting, I did act test prompting, act test XYZ, act test XYZ, right? But then there are 4 aspects to any prompt. One is instruction. What instruction are you giving? Second is content. What do you want from the engine? Third is output. What do you want the output to be like? And last is constraints. What do you don't want the model to do? For example, notice I did the same thing. I gave an instruction. I told the bot I want to have a marketing campaign. I give context. I want to be like what Ogilvy you write. I want like a viral video, right? And I'm thinking of a constraint. Don't think like a regular marketer. Think something out of the box. Okay, which you have to do. That's your ICOC campaign. It's an ICOC. So you have to basically figure out 4 things over here. What's your interest? What's your content? What's your output? And basically, who's your audience? Right? You should not put all those things over there. Okay. Any specific sites from where you can get to know about AI tools? I mean, there are plenty of sites. Just go to Reels and find out. Just Google search. I don't follow any site. I just keep on getting my news from Reels. Okay. Once you have a basic understanding of prompt writing, what is the next action you should choose? So basically, see, as I told you, your career is not going to be built with just prompt engineering. You see this video, people claiming high salary, it's all fake. Right? Nothing's going to happen. prompt engineering is used for you, for your productivity. Okay. There are companies who hire prompt engineers, but they not hire a non-technical person for a prompt engineering role. They'll hire a technical person for a prompt engineering role because they want to do prompt engineering on the program they are building, not for fun, not for building content out there. But yes, if you know AI, you can do work faster, then you're more productive. And that's what you have to sell when you go to the company for a job right now. Okay. I'm from data privacy space and IP, and for me in development firm patents for copyright ownership, therefore big thing. As a legal practitioner, I'm interested in Azure with the private cloud so that I save time on mundane tasks. Yeah, absolutely. So Nandif, if basically you are interested in your private network, you have to go to Azure, or if you want, you can also build your own clone of a ChatGPT. You can also call it API. When you call an API of any model, what typically happens basically is that your data is not shared with ChatGPT. ChatGPT doesn't train the model on the data. That's completely data privacy assured. Okay. Chat doesn't provide updated data. So basically, so in that case, probably you have to use Bing. So when you want updated information, don't use ChatGPT. This is a very bad job. You go to Bing.com, and Bing has a Copilot. So you use Copilot for doing that. Okay. Okay. All right. Any more questions, guys? Okay. This is my LinkedIn. Okay. Let's say that's over there. And this is also, I'll just share my details on the screen. I'll just share the tool names as well. So don't really worry about it. Just give me a second. All right, these are my details for all of you. Okay, I got a question again. Can I start up? Okay, okay, you see the LLM is an offline internet and prompt is my search engine analogy okay or way off? So see, LLM is not an offline internet. I wouldn't say that, Nagarjun. See, because all the problems cannot be solved with an LLM, right? You want latest information, right? You want to have private data. And that is where LLM powers it. So LLM is like Lego, it's a building block. We can basically put anything on top of it. You can put your own data, you can put internet data, you can put Wikipedia data, and you can build a solution around it. And that's where true power is. The true power is not in just knowing prompting. The true power is in understanding what solutions you can build with AI. And either you build that solution or you get somebody else to build a solution for you. Okay. Do you think startup world or big companies like MSFT and IBM are making more sense to try and land during career changes having Python data skills? Absolutely, Cherry. If you're a Python data scientist, then obviously, this is the best time for you because I would say upskill generative AI, right? Learn how to code in LangChain, learn how to call an OpenAI API, build software around it, and I think you'll go home with it. Can I start up? Can I start a startup like AI marketing? Yes, absolutely. There are many, many companies, Pratik nowadays, who are doing that. They're pivoting towards, becoming a AI marketing agency. Where they tell the clients they're going to make content with AI. Okay. They're a little cheaper as compared to other agents, but then they can do work at scale. That's the main thing over here. Okay. How AI help in technical space or any space like IT support? Well, you can do a lot of things. You can do ticketing with IT supports. You can basically automate your workflows using AI. I mean, see, AI is like a box, right? What you do with it is completely you. And it's like Lego pieces. Where initially when Lego came in, people were just building houses. Today, people are building an entire city with Legos, right? That's crazy. So that's what it is. All right. Did you guys have fun today? Did you guys enjoy the session? Was it fun? Did you learn something new? Learn something interesting, everybody? Yeah. So, yes. So, let's stay in touch. Need any help? Need any assistance? Let me know. And yeah, all the very best in your journey, guys. I hope you do pretty well.
Thank you, Hitesh, for such a wonderful insight. I really did enjoy learning from you today, and I'm sure that it is with all the participants with here tonight. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes. And thank you everyone for being so patient with us. And for the recordings, it will be shared across your email ID. And if you have any doubts or clarifications or more questions, you can write to us, either to my colleague Setulu here, or else with me or anyone from the council, and we will be happy with you to help you. And I would also request you again to follow us on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn link is on the chat box. And I hope to see you everyone again. And also the participant certificates will be shared with you tomorrow. So be patient with us. You all will have it in your inbox. Thank you. Have a good night and a happy weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please do write your takeaways in the Trustpilot as well. The link is on the chat box. And yes, we also have a webinar coming up on the ISO as well. So that is Global ISO 42001
Thank you.
webinar 2024. It will be on the 16th and 9th of July. So all the invitations will be sent to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.